Hello, boys and girls. Today I want to share with you a tool that we can use in the classroom to help us be able to collaborate together, work on projects together, collaborate together, and something that can make working together so much easier. So today I'm going to share with you Microsoft Whiteboard. Whiteboard is like a huge piece of paper that we would use in the classroom or that we would use for a project where one person will write on it and maybe move it to somebody else and then they might write on it. But instead of having one piece of paper that we all have to be together to work on a project with, instead this is online, and so we can do it at different places but still work together. So this is what it looks like when you get on to Whiteboard. You're going to click right here on New Whiteboard. It's going to pull up some templates. These I will show you here in a little bit how they work, but most of the time we will probably just start with a blank canvas. So if you will click right here to start with a blank canvas, then it's going to pull up this. This is your paper. I can share it with somebody else, and I will get to that in a minute. And then we can work together on this paper, but not have to be together. So let me show you the tools that you will be using. This right here at the bottom is your tools. This one right here is the pen. And so when I click on the pen, it brings up all these different tools that I can use just with the pen. So this is like choosing a marker or a crayon, whichever tool you would want to write with. If I choose this, I can click on it, double click. It's going to pull up my choices here. And let's say I want to use purple and I want to make it a little bit thicker when I write. So I'm just going to drag this down. I want it to be that thick. I'm going to click and then I can start writing on my board. Maybe I want to write about bears. Okay, so I can write and then, of course that's not very neat, but I can write, I can draw, whatever I need to do with that pen or marker. I can also come here, this is a highlighter, and so I can click. Again, I can choose which color of highlight I want, how thick I want it, and then I can click back on my board and highlight what I need to highlight. Okay, I can use this is just a pointer, a laser pointer, and so I can point to what I need to point to, but it is going to go away. This is my eraser. The thing that's neat about the eraser is it will show me how big of a square it's going to erase. As long as I keep my drag slow, it's going to stay that size, but if I move fast, my square gets bigger. So I can erase more if I make it bigger or move my mouse quickly. Another tool, if I decide I'm not going to use those, another tool that's pretty neat is the sticky note. I can see us using the sticky note quite a bit in class. Let's say that I say, as the teacher, we're going to collaborate and do a project on bears. And so every student might get on and click a sticky note. And so if you click right here, you can choose which color sticky note you want. Let's say I want blue. I just click on it and then click on my paper and my sticky note pops up. Then I'm going to type whatever information about bears that maybe I found. So maybe I'm going to type bears hibernate. Okay, and if I want to change the font size and the font style, I can go right here. I can change it. Let's say I want to make it bold. I can do that, or italics or underlined. So just like in Word, when we are typing there, we can do it just about the same here. So let's say that, wow, this is pretty big. I'm going to shrink it down just by clicking like I would in Word and shrinking it down, okay? And I can move my sticky note just by clicking and dragging wherever I need it. Also, a neat thing is maybe I want to, maybe somebody puts a sticky note and I really like it. I can like it. I can also add a comment, so I can click that and like it. I can also add a comment. So I would click on the sticky note. I would click right here on the plus to add a comment, and maybe I say, wow, maybe I have a question. Do they hibernate in caves? Okay, and maybe that's my question about that sticky note or my comment. And then I click my blue arrow. It's not necessarily going to show that, but I can go up here and say, oh, okay, Haley had a comment, and so I'm going to click on it and see what it is, and then I can reply to that. So that's kind of neat to be able to see, and it doesn't take up all your sticky note with that. You can just have comments on each one. Let's say that I put a sticky note on there and then I decide I don't want it. I just click it, click my 3 arrows, and then I hit the trash can and it's going to take it away. Okay, so that's how sticky notes are. Another feature that we can use is just writing with text. And so I can click right here. I can click back up here, and then I can just start typing bears. And I can change the color of that. I can make it bigger. I can move it around by clicking and dragging, all the same things that I could do before. And I can still add a comment to that. If I want it to go away, click and delete. I can use different reactions, different emojis. If I want to add a check mark, I can do that. Just different things. If I, oops. Okay, and then again, I can click on them, make them bigger, move them around, or delete them off. So let's delete those off. Uh-oh. Oh, trash can. Okay. Another thing is, like I said before, moving and resizing. You can do that just by clicking and dragging your boxes, just like in Word, to make your things bigger. One thing that's neat is the sharing button. And so as a teacher, I might say, okay, George and Susie, you guys are going to work on this project together, and you're going to go to Whiteboard and put all your stuff in there. And so Susie can work on it at her house, and George can work on it at his house, and still collaborate. Well, the way that you would share that with each other is you would go up here to the share button, and then when it comes up, you can copy the link and share it that way, or you can just add an email. So as a teacher, I might create a whiteboard, and then I might copy the link and put it in our Google Classroom if everyone is working on it together. And that way you could just go to Google Classroom, click on the link, and it would bring you to where you need to be. One other thing that I wanted to show you is how to name your whiteboard. So right up here, it just says whiteboard, but I can click on it, and maybe I want to say this is our bear information board. Whoops, can't even type. Information, and that's what I'm gonna name this, so that when you get on, Oh, I forgot to tell you a very important, you have to click the check mark for it to save it, okay? So I'm going to rename that, and then it tells me right up here, this is my bear information. Another thing that I had said previously that I was going to tell you about was the templates. So when I come here, Okay, if I want to make, it's also when I exit out, it's going to save whatever whiteboard I made. Let's say I want to make a new whiteboard. And this time, let's say that I want to use a template. So I can go here and choose one. Let's say I want to use this one. It's already got the sticky notes. I just put it where I want it and then click again, and it's going to create it, okay? And then I can either rename these things, or I can get rid of this part if I choose. And let's say I really just want to focus over here on this, okay? I can even move these around, but I can click here and type, and maybe I'm going to name this bears. I can make it bigger. Sorry, I'm kind of off the screen. I can change the text of it. I can change the color of it, all of those things. But let's say, let me see if I can get rid of this. And then I might assign, I'm not going to do that, but then maybe I assign each person a sticky, and that is where you would get on and type your information so that it's in a nice, neat template. That's how you could use a template. I might assign, as a teacher, I might say, okay, well, this is our topic, and share the link, and then each student gets on and adds their information there. So I hope that you now have just a really quick crash course in how to use my